Hello class, we are studying unit 6 and in this video we are going to study the topic that is identifying big data use cases. In this topic we will basically study how to identify the big data use cases. As the term use case refers to describing an application of data and analytics which can enhance performance of your business. Nowadays this term, that is use case, is in a picture as number of organizations are applying analytics and they has to understand that effective returns on investments are possible regarding data and analytics. For the identification of use cases in the business, the first step will be one has to understand what is existing data and what are the different approaches related to modeling map the business challenge in order to get resolved with the help of data in hand. Use case can be considered as effective in the application of analytics. Even the expenditure of data capture and storage and analytical processing power fall, this return on investment threshold is an important aspect for potential use cases to exceed. Again, customer price segmentation also can be considered as an example of such use case, which is also commonly known as yield management. Then, important attribute for successful use case outcomes is that revenue, which is continuously incremental, or decreased cost that can be considerable and measurable. For identifying big data use cases, one should understand the big data envisioning process, which is also called as vision workshop, and it defines as where and how big data and advanced analytics can be deployed to transform your business. The vision workshop process is carried out into the different steps. The first step is research and interviews to understand the targeted business initiative or the business process. Then the second step is data preparation and client specific analytics development. Third step is envisioning exercises to convey the realm of the possible. Then next step is brainstorm and prioritize big data use cases. Then next is capture implementation risk and business value drivers. We can also categorize these steps in the form of picture. Like first step is research. In that you have to identify key business initiative objectives and the time frame. Then in the analysis part, one has to prepare the sample data and tease out some insights. Then in the third step, that is brainstorming, one has to envision potential of big data against business initiative. Then in prioritize, one has to prioritize the different opportunities and identify impediments. Then the last step includes document for capturing the analytics opportunities and recommend next steps. We will see how this prioritization process is carried out. One big challenge for a successful big data journey is gaining consensus and alignment between business and IT stakeholders. In identifying the initial big data business use cases that can deliver sufficient value to the business while possessing a high probability of success. One can find out multiple business use cases where big data and advanced analytics can able to deliver compelling business value. However, many of these use cases have a low probability of execution success due to unavailability of timely, accurate data or a lack of experience with new data sources like social media, mobile, logs, and telemetry data. Then limited data science or advanced analytics resources. Then lack of experience with new technologies like Hadoop, MapReduce, and text mining. Then architectural and technology limitations with managing and analyzing unstructured data and ingesting and analyzing real-time data feeds. Then weak working relationship between business and IT teams. Again, lack of management and support. This prioritization matrix works to not only prioritize the initial big data use cases, but how to use it to foster an atmosphere of collaboration between business and IT stakeholders. IT stakeholders includes project manager, team leader, employees, tester, developer, etc. This prioritization process is the single most important step in the envisioning process. While most of the readers think that brainstorming process is most important among the other processes, but the truth is that many use cases are probably already known ahead of the brainstorming session. This brainstorming session is useful in validation and in expanding those use cases and helping to fuel the identification of additional use cases. The prioritization matrix, which is of 2 by 2 grid, also facilitates the interactive process and can make or debate between business and IT stakeholders for determining on the matrix to place each use case in relation to the other use case. These use cases are placed on the matrix, which is based on business value. The business value is also called as the vertical axis of the matrix. The business stakeholders are typically responsible for the relative positioning of each business use case on the business value axis. The business value axis reads from the low business value at the bottom to high business value at the top, which is also shown in the figure. You can see in the figure prioritization matrix. Then the next point is implementation feasibility. The probability of a successful implementation considers availability, granularity, and timelines of a data, skills, tools, organizational readiness, and needed experience. Implementation feasibility is the horizontal axis of the matrix. You can see in the diagram also. IT stakeholders are responsible for the relative positioning of each business use case on the implementation feasibility axis. This implementation feasibility axis reads from low implementation feasibility on the left to high implementation feasibility on the right. See in the diagram also. As a reminder, you are not looking for the exact valuation of each use case from a business value perspective. Instead, you want to know the relative business value of each use case and some level of justification from the business stakeholders so as to reasoning behind the placement of the use case. There are some more ways also. First is to identify all possibilities that falls under big data use case categories. There are several big data use case categories which includes customer insights, fraud management, digital advertising. Then there comes the second way, that is select the most relevant big data use cases. Once you select the big data categories, the next step is to identify appropriate use cases. Then the third way is recognize the complexity of analytics required for the selected use case. This is the last step for estimating the complexity of data analytics by analyzing the level of complexity of data needed for an particular use case. Thank you.